Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Emily and I'm a self-employed mama of 4. My husband and I are on a journey to become debt-free using a zero-based budget and the cash stuffing method because our biggest goal is to invest wisely and give generously. So if you're interested in learning more, stay tuned. All right, you guys, well, I kind of wanted to try a new setup just because it's fall and I thought it would be fun to kind of change up the scenery here and give you guys a little bit closer view of my cash stuffing so you can see the binders more up close. And yeah, I just was kind of ready for something different. If you want me to go back to my old setup, I can totally do that. And who knows, I might. I just got done filming the video for the fall 2023 launch and restock, just kind of showing some of the products. And I'm like, you know what? I like the way this looks. So I'm going to film my cash condensing with this setup. So let me know what you think in the comments. And before I jump into my cash condensing, I do have something that I want to show you guys. I've partnered with this company before and they asked to partner with me again. And of course I said yes immediately because the first time was such a good experience and I really love the quality of their products. So the company is Irresistible Me. If you watched one of my vlogs, I think it was a couple months ago, they had sent me some really beautiful hair extensions and I still wear them. I'm still obsessed with them. And so this time I thought I would try something new and got a ponytail extension. So any of you girls out there that use hair extensions, especially clip-ins, know it's really hard to try to get the perfect ponytail with the clip-in extensions. It's virtually impossible because the clips end up showing and it's just a mess. So I thought this would be kind of fun. My hair is not very long and it's really not that thick. So I look ridiculous. I look like a founding father when I try to do a ponytail. So I decided to give this a shot and I have already opened it and played with it a little bit. Spoiler alert, I'm obsessed. But I wanted to show you what it looks like and how it works. And so we'll link in the description the color and the length and everything of this ponytail, but I also thought it would be cool to show you guys this in a video where I have my hands so that you can kind of get more of like a close-up view of what this looks like. I know this looks really weird. It looks like a horse tail, but for any of you that have been curious about hair extensions or want to try something new, so with this, there's a comb type thing. So you'd put your hair in a regular ponytail and then you would just put that comb into the ponytail and then you're just gonna tie this around your ponytail and then like tie the ribbons around like this. I mean, you're gonna actually tie them like a normal person. And then I like to just put like a scrunchie around it, or else you can grab like an extra piece of the hair. This is a horrible tutorial. It's not really supposed to be a tutorial, but this is what I do. And you can actually wrap like the hair around all of it so you can't see it and then just bobby pin it underneath. This is a horrible example. There's a ton of tutorials that I can link in the description too. The one that I watched that actually helped me put this in, I can link that in the description, as well as all of the information for Irresistible Me. They've got some really good deals going on right now, but I also have a promo code that I will link in the description so you can get a good deal off of these hair extensions. But I also love their website because they have a ton of tutorials for every single one of their products. And what I love the most about this brand specifically is how soft the hair is and how easy it curls. So I put these curls in quite a long time ago, like a week or two ago, and it's still like wavy. My regular hair does not do that, but it's also been in the bag for a couple of days, so it's kind of doing what it wants to do right now. But it is 100% human hair. You treat it just like your regular hair with shampoo and conditioner. You can even color these if you want to. So style them with heat protectant and just whatever styling tool that you want to use. But yeah, so I wanted to show you guys this because I really love Irresistible Me. I love the company and their values. So when they asked me to partner with them, I was like, absolutely. So definitely go check out their website if you are in the market for hair extensions. They also have wigs. They have these ponytails. They also have half up, half down hair extensions. So definitely go check them out and feel free to use my code if you'd like to get a deal off of any of their products. Okay, so that being said, let's go ahead and dive into this cash condensing. And if you are new here, cash condensing just means that a lot of the envelopes in my sinking funds binders are getting kind of full. So I'm gonna go through, swap out those smaller denominations for bigger ones so that my binders and my envelopes are not as full. This money that is right here, I actually took this out of, you can't really see it, but I have all this right here. I actually took that out of my bank account, like my savings account, and the exact same amount is gonna go back in. I just took out bigger denominations, hundreds, 50s, and then a couple 20s. And then I also have my placeholders here, and these are to signify that I have $500 set aside for that specific category. And I do know for a fact I have some placeholders, so I can explain that more when we get there. But as always, let's go ahead and start with our holiday sinking funds. And these binders are from the new Sophie collection, which launched September 15th. It's coming up and I cannot wait. So, all right, so for Valentine's Day in here, we have 50, 70, 90, 95, 100, 5, and 10. So 110. So I'm gonna set these, wait, 50, oh yes, there we go. So I'm gonna come back and maybe swap those out for a 10 once I have one. I usually don't take out $10 bills because I end up with so many at the end. Easter, we have 50, 70, 75, 80, 85, and 90. So what I'm gonna do is just swap these 5s out for a 20. Fourth of July. 20, 30, 35, 40, 45. So I'll keep that 10 set aside so that I can, what did I say, it was 45. Because I'm gonna go back now to my Valentine's Day envelope and grab out those 2 5s and swap those out for this 10. See, it always ends up working out. Well, maybe not always. Halloween, so 150, actually let's count this first, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100. Oops, there we go. So I'm trying to think, do I want to do, I think I might do 250s actually. Well, yeah, just because I don't see myself spending like that much at once. So Thanksgiving, 20, 40, 50. So 65. So 20, 40, 45, 50, and 50. Thanksgiving, I really only save for Thanksgiving. So 115. Just to buy, honestly, groceries for Thanksgiving dinner for whatever my mother-in-law asked me to bring. Like, we really don't, that's kind of what we save up for. Maybe a Thanksgiving craft. Rowan, my 4-year-old, loves to do crafts. Okay, so Black Friday, we have 400, 10, 20, and 30. So we'll swap these out for a 20. So then Christmas. Oh, and I actually, when I did my last cash stuffing, was short of 50 and I ended up finding it. So I'm just gonna add that right now. I had it set aside so I wouldn't forget. So in Christmas, we have 2 placeholders in here because I have $1,500 set aside for Christmas so that it's not all in my envelope. So 1,500, 1,600, and then we'll swap these 2 out for 100. All right. So $1,700 saved up for Christmas, and we save all year round for all the holidays so that it's just a little at a time. So we've been saving for Christmas since last Christmas. So New Year's Eve, we can just swap these out for a 20. So we have 125 in here, just in case we decide to do anything. We have 4 small children, so normally we don't. Back to school just has 5. That one was completely like emptied out. All right, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 100. All right, so this is one where I could put a placeholder. So I'm gonna set this 1, 2, 3, 4, 500 aside. to keep it separate. And we are going to grab placeholder. So this is my newer, so it's the same design as my old ones. This is a bad example. So here, so I have two options now. I have the white or the matte vellum. They're both matte, but this one is vellum, so it's like sort of see-through. So, but we're gonna use the new one this time. So we have $560 saved up for birthday parties. So now you guys can see what they look like on the inside. Summer, we just have 10 in there. Fall, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 20, 25, 30, 35. So we'll swap these two out for a 10. And I think this was 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Oh, what do I want to do here? Because normally, I think I'll just do a 100. So now we have 100, 150, 170, 180, $185, which is what we started with. Winter, I can't condense winter. I just have a 20 and a 10 in there. Spring, I can condense. So I'm gonna swap out these two 10s for a 20. So now I have 70 still. Seasonal decor, I cannot believe how full this one is getting. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 100. So 150 in seasonal decor. I don't think I've ever let it get that full before. I love buying seasonal decor. All right, and that is good. Oh, that feels so much better. Look how much thinner that is. Yes, 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 yes. I think next I'm gonna do my low priority. This one usually doesn't need a ton of condensing, but we'll see here. Eating out, I'm not gonna condense, and I'm not gonna condense, well, I might condense drinks. Let's see what we have. 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. Let's do a 50 in here. All right, date night. 10, 20, 30, 40. So we'll swap this out for two 20s. Okay, my phone rang, but we are good now. So if the frame is slightly like different, that is why, because when I went back to my camera, it wasn't zoomed in anymore. So, okay, family fun cannot be condensed. So I don't know why I took that out. Kids, I'll swap these two out for a 20. I like to keep smaller denominations in here normally because I just pull out of here to put in my wallet, but that's fine. Antonio, we can condense these into a 20. Antonio is our little through Big Brothers Big Sisters, and I always joke he's not very little anymore. We just celebrated 8 years matched in August, so he'll be 15 this month, which blows my mind. We were matched when he was 6. Okay, so we have 500 set aside in hockey. 51, 52, 20, 30, 35, 40. So put this here. All right, so 500, 600, 700, 720, 740. I like doing this right after I do my cash stuffing because then I can remember what my totals were because I just counted it earlier. Hockey rink, 100, 200, 300. Okay, 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80. So perfect. So we'll condense this down to 100. $100, $200, $300, $400, $420, $430. So that one will get a placeholder soon. Well, actually, it'll be fully funded soon. So probably next time I do my cash condensing, that will be fully funded. Nails just has 20 gifts. I think I'm gonna condense this. This is 60. I'm gonna condense it down to 50 and a 10. I like to keep smaller denominations in here for actually shopping for gifts. Ooh, organizing. We can probably condense this one. 20, 40, 50. So I'm not gonna lie, every time I organize, uh-oh, that was my last 100. Ooh. I think I have a placeholder that I can put in here, so we'll see. Home renovations, 100, 200, 300, 400, 450, 500, there we go. Now we have more hundreds to work with. Well, I'm gonna actually set this aside. So home renovations, so another 500, let's see here. I might need to go downstairs and get more 500s. We'll see. So 550 in home renovations, seasonal lawn care, 1, 2, 3, 4, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. Another placeholder. So I'm gonna have to go down and get another 500, I think. Let's see if we have one here. Nope, I'm gonna have to go grab one. Guys, I just had to open a new pack. Didn't have any more. I gave all my imperfect ones away when I did my grab bag sale. Usually I just use the imperfect ones. Okay, so memberships is already condensed. Got 200 in there. And actually, I might put a fully funded placeholder in there for now because I just pulled out money for Sam's Club and for Amazon Prime. And I still have $200 in there. And I pulled $250 for those two things. And our next membership isn't due until March. And that one is $110, I think, or maybe 130. So I think after the new year, I'll start cash stuffing for that again. Tax prep, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95. So let's do so we have 100, 150, 170, 190, 195. Wedding ring, we have 100, 200, 300, 400, 410, 415. I put a pause on this one for now because I've been gifted so many beautiful rings. Like this one I just opened from She Said Yes, and it's just so pretty. And I'm like, we have a huge goal to get our debt paid off by the end of December, and I can wait to stuff this until after the new year. So 10th anniversary, we have 500 set aside, 6, 7, 8, 9, 950. So I cannot condense this anymore, but next time we will be putting a $1,000 placeholder in there. And travel like has 2 50s and a 20. So I'm not gonna condense that one. I just have a lot of envelopes in here, but they are a lot thinner. Thank God these rings are big. Anyone else out there have probably way too many sinking funds? I like to keep everything separate. Helps my brain. So groceries, I'm not gonna condense. Clothing is all 50s. I'm not gonna condense this one either, because when I do my cash unstuffing, which I do often for clothing because I do a lot of online shopping for clothing. So households, let's see here. What can I condense? I can do, we'll just do a 50 for this one, I think. So these high priority, I like to keep smaller bills in because we spend this money the most often. Well, for the most part. Personal hygiene. So same with this one, I like to keep these 50s in here, but these I want to condense. 20, 40, 50. So we'll swap this out for a 50. 100, 150, 200, 250, 300, 310, 315. This is for everything that we would need to take care of ourselves, like for our family of 6. Baby needs 20, 40, 60, 70, 85. So let's do a 50 here. And you know what? I'm gonna have to be pulling this anyway because I just did Target's diaper deal and got the gift card. I can't not when they have that sale. I got mostly diaper wipes though, because we're actually pretty stocked up with groceries. Copays, I like to keep them like this because our copay is either $10 or $40, so that 50 is perfect in there. So then for medical, we have 500 set aside, 6, 7, 8, 50. So soon we'll have a 1,000 placeholder in here. Okay, what do we got for vehicle maintenance? 100, 200, 300, 354, 450, 470. So that one's already pretty condensed for the most part. Pet care, 20, 40, 60, 80, 100. This is perfect because my husband takes 50 normally when he goes to get dog food. So 51, 52, 10, 15, 215. And we're kind of trying to stuff a little extra in here because the dogs really need to get bathed soon. They're 2 giant 100-pound German Shepherds, and they are just beyond beyond our skill level. Like by the end of the summer, it's just, we do our best to brush them, but whoa. All right, so miscellaneous, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 55, 60. So I think I'm gonna keep the 2 5s for sure, and I might swap this out for 2 20s. So 20, 40, 50, 55, 60. I'm keeping the 5s in case I forget to plan for 2 5s, because in my wallet I like to keep 5 in miscellaneous and 5 in kindness. So I like to be ahead of that. All right, so what I will do then is I will count this cash to double check and make sure that it is $1,600 because I had 10 100s, 10 50s, and I think 5 20s. I have it written down on my teller slip. But so I will count this and just double check and make sure it's the same amount. This will go right back into our savings account. And then this money right here is going to, depending on the category, I will either put this, I will either put this money in our savings account, or I keep it in a separate binder in our safe. And I talked about this binder last time, but depending on the category, so like Christmas is coming up in a couple months, so the money that I have in here for Christmas, I just keep in our safe so that I don't accidentally spend it. But for other things, like I need to make like medical, once that gets up to 1,000, I'll probably put that in the bank. But I do have all of these other, I don't know, I don't have a Cricut and I don't want to get a Cricut, so this is just my lazy way of doing this. So for example, I don't have one for seasonal lawn care right now, but for my other categories, once I hit 500, I will make a thing like this for it and then put it in there and put the cash in there. So, but for things like I said, I need to make one for medical yet. Once I hit 1K, I'll put this in our savings, but when it's 500, I'm just gonna leave it in here for now, just so that I don't spend it. And this is just my method as my husband and I are creating new habits and practicing self-control and organization. So this is just the way we do it. I know a lot of people will just immediately put it into their savings account, and I think that's awesome. So you just gotta do what works for you. I am just a spender in recovery, trying to do my best. So you guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I had so much fun hanging out with you. I hope this video blessed you in some way, and I cannot wait to see you in my next video.